Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Kinama, and we're back doing some more. Oops. Some more modded FTB Beyond. I don't know if I said that in the last episode, but we are playing with FTB Beyond mod pack. This is different than the V for Variety, but I explained all that in my first episode. So, been on here. We actually got Finn on here. Got some server activity. Always good to have. And we kind of went over the base. Now, I have made some progress. Let's run around here so you can see. You may notice this was all cobble and sand. This is like a too wide. It would be better if we were up on it. But this is a very thin, basically, so I could make like 9 of these out of one block. It's a pretty thin wall, but it works as a barrier. This wall was done. I finished up this wall. I didn't see some issues with this is like a little bit thicker than this side. And I don't know if I noticed that on my model or not, but I may trim this up. Like this wall, I can't really say finished up the wall because the wall is not actually going to be done. I'm going to add stuff. Let me show you. So, you can do grass blocks with, I think I still had some over here. Where's the chisel? And let me get this set. Just so they go in the bag. So you have these grass blocks. Now, I guess I would only put 3, then the rest in the bag. You can kind of put in here. Now this does sometimes, see how you can't see it from this angle, you can't see it from here. I don't like that as much. So when I start decorating this, I'm going to have vines kind of growing up it. Maybe do like some trellis areas and some, make it look all gardeny. There's going to be, it looks real plain now. These walls are temporary. I didn't want to have the cobble there. So as you can notice, I got all the way, the lava's gone. So I have slingshotted myself into it. This I will clean up. And this, how I've flattened a lot of it, is not going to stay this way. This is, I'll have ritual areas, like I've mentioned before, between roots, blood magic, a little Botania area set up, which we'll get into some other advanced Botania stuff. So that area is going to look kind of crazy. I'm hoping I can use the chisels and bits to do things kind of like the floating little islands like the plants are on. Kind of mimic those. We'll see what I can do with that. But there's things that, since the grass blocks, the leaves, oak leaves or whatever, are kind of see-through, what I want to make is, I believe we have some topiary grass. Now this is basically just grass blocks that are completely surrounded, and I may use this stuff to help decorate the ends here. Now when we place it down, you can see it kind of actually looks a little bit, no, it may be about the same. So, but this is, it does change the color. So it does mimic the grass that it's in, but it changes the color. Well, that sucks. Put those here. This, I've moved a lot of my blocks that I'm pulling off up here. That way I had plenty of time to work. So if that's the case, I may not be able to use it for here, because it is going to change the color. Yeah, I don't know. But the color's fine. As we saw with the leaves, it has some see-through parts. So let's go back to, let's do small cube. And I don't know if this is going through, I'll have to look at that, but you can still see the see-through parts. So what I'm planning on doing is actually using this. Because it probably went through. So I'll probably start down from the ground and form kind of like a tree base and bring it up different directions, kind of like this. And you can see it already kind of looks like a plant. Oh, well, he didn't give me any time. Any time to respond. Can I jump up here? I can't. So basically, we can go through this, and even though it's the same block texture, it looks kind of different. We can add leaves coming off of it. Now we can, let's, not the large cube. Yeah, we could do a large cube. So we can still see through the leaves, but then see the green. Now this, I guess, would be better if it was brown like sticks, but I don't know. I kind of like it like this. So I may keep it. How much can I undo? This is not the final design, so I want to undo it. But that's kind of my thought process. I'll do like little plants, little bushes. I'll kind of work with a few. I think what I may end up doing with some of them is like maybe out in the middle area or somewhere, build a template of a couple different bushes, try to make it designed where they take up a block. And these that are not fully into the wall, like I'll put it here. Or maybe design some that take up 2 or 3 blocks. And that way I can put it like these 3. But we'll see what I want to do. But then I'll make vines kind of going up the fence. Now, I did have rails. You may notice I had cobblestone running from these corners to this. I still plan on having bars going across. The cobblestone was a placeholder. What I would like to do is an arched, like an aqueduct system. I don't know if that's the right phrasing, but kind of like an arched area. It's going to start up top and kind of drop the water, have running water down and going into it, and then tiered out to these corner blocks. Now, if I pull it off the way that it's in my head, it should look pretty cool. So we'll see. And yeah, we'll see. So we got those. So that's all I've been doing lately, getting all of this stuff ready. I don't want to do a whole lot of chisels and bits this episode, though. So this episode, I did want to kind of get into some of the roots stuff. We got some advancement between Finn. If you get little spoilers there, which if you read the title of his video, he's the man with flight. Ooh. So I'm not going to rush flight as much as I would like to have it. We're fine with the... Oh, and you may notice I removed my cows. I have tons of leather. Probably not enough to keep repairing my glider, but if I need to, I don't know, I'll go out and kill some more cows or horses or whatever. Yeah, because I mean like that. So let's get into the roots mod. So I did have this stuff set up here. And I want to actually find a spot. Let's see. And I have some more stuff kind of growing. The tomatoes are going to be probably just fill up this area. This was that other area I was looking at. Huh. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and plop this stuff down. In this corner, it will eventually probably be moved again. But so we have it here. Now, this is an embrewer and a mortar And let's grab a few other things that we're going to need for roots. Now the reason why I'm doing roots is actually very easy and very basic mod to get into. Just start with doing magic mods. I believe I said in the first episode that I wanted to kind of stick with doing magic related mods. We'll put that there. So basically to kind of get out of my comfort zone. If you've watched any of my other series, I've mainly done all tech based mods. So let me put up all of this stuff like that. Okay. So I have a mortar and pestle right here. I don't know if I need that yet, but let's look at roots. I don't know if it's the best mod. It is pretty easy to get into. It does have some starter gear, which is, I think, kind of equivalent to some weird living pickaxes. Some of the stuff's kind of like iron, maybe a little better. But first off, you have to make this tablet, and we have to make this bark knife. So saplings, wood, a stick, very, very easy. We do need to make more sticks, so let's do that. So this very first thing you need to do is you get your saplings, and then you need bark. Let's come over here. So you get different types from the different trees here. It looks like we mainly have birch. We have birch bark. And you can see it actually right-clicking on it. It actually takes the wood down pretty quick. But we have, apparently dogs are in this too. Oh, a lot. So sometimes you get a lot off a block, other times not so much. You can see that broke instantly. The second one didn't. So yeah, so now we're getting quite a bit of bark. We don't need this right away. And yes, squid. I had the stuff to make pizzas, so I made pizzas, and then I'll buy them from your shop. I haven't really How come does this look off? I don't know. It's going to have stuff around it, so it may not look that off, but maybe with the inner areas of the farming, it will look fine. We'll see. So you go ahead and collect a lot of the bark. We'll need that later for some of the ritual stuff. But the tablet is the biggest thing, and you can make this to start collecting this, because some of these things you will need the bark for. So if you look at the tablet, harvesting bark, we've already done. Pretty easy. You can click on it, and it tells you a little bit about it. The craft the tablet, it's just an old root, which you get for breaking grass, stone, and seeds. Pretty easy. And it's pretty good about going into all of the little parts. Old roots, these sprigs you get from breaking, manually breaking stuff. Infernal bulbs you get from, what's this? This is from the nether. Netherwort, and so forth. So dragon eyes, chance to drop from chorus flowers, etc. etc. So rare materials, growth powder, stew. But we can hit these arrow keys. This is natural arts, and this is spellcraft. And this is kind of the basic of stuff you can get into. And then you can get into, there's sprites. We won't get into sprites yet. And rituals. So spellcraft. So spellcraft, you see these different spell components. And brewing a wand or a staff, modifiers, and then there's these different earths. This is basically the component you need to make, and you need to make it with a mortar, and pestle. And of course, we don't have prismarine shards, so we can't do this. There's certain ones we can make. Like I have dandelion winds. Can we make this one? No, we don't have dragon's breath. We can make dandelion winds. Feather, string, dandelion. I already have it made, but we will make it again. That's this one right here, dandelion winds. So we can go ahead and get a feather. We can get, and we need some old roots as well. We can get, what did I say, string? And I believe we have some dandelions. We had some dandelions. I don't know why I'm looking when I can, there we go, tight. So, to do this, all we would do is get back over to spellcrafting. We need to make and brew a staff. This, pretty easy, make sticks and chiseled stone. To make this sits on the ground. And basically when you read about it, basically magic staff is so simple. Right clicking, put a stick on it, and right click to charge up a spell. That's talking about using it. But you should just right click the dust on it, I believe. Simply place a stick, place in your powder, wait for the staff to pop out. So easy there. Dandelion winds. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put all of this in here. And there's different other modifiers, different other things you can do. What you may need to do actually is right click on this. And then if you try to right click something else, these things would kind of pop out. If you right click on an old root though, it's supposed to allow it not to pop out, I think. Yeah, and then just right click it on the pestle and you get the dust. So now we can right click a stick in the Emperor. It's spinning like this. It kind of looks pretty cool. And then you can click on it with the pixie dust and then you get your staff. So modifiers, as you saw here, talked about, you can do different modifiers, kind of like the same with potions, to increase the proficiency, duration, yeah, glowstone dust, redstone dust, gunpowder. I probably won't use hardly any of these. Regeneration, possibly. I don't know if we have any melons yet. I could try that, but I mean, we heal up after we eat. This is not like a hardcore server or anything. So this stuff is pretty simple. Nature's Cure. Healing a small amount, removing an effect. Water Blast. But some of the stuff, wet sponges, like, ooh, this would be interesting. Electric Spark. Do we have all that stuff? Do we have a poison potato? But now you can hold back on this, and it just will actually knock things back. I think it kind of, did I show it off? I can't remember. Thought I had fun with it. If I didn't, I'm sure we can find a pig right here, or land on bees. Could be fun. So not really a whole lot to do, but he's not dead yet. Can we shoot him over the wall? Make pig soccer. There he goes. I'm not dead yet. There we go. We got some pork. So that's basically these spells. Pretty easy. You can get into really just with some sticks and then finding different components. As you can see, some components are harder than others, but that is that. So the other thing that I wanted to get into is this stews. We can eat the old roots. They don't do a whole lot of food, but we could eat it if we needed to. This stuff's kind of cool. If you're playing on like a hardcore UHE style, you could use this for healing. But these sprigs are actually pretty difficult to get. Unless, I guess, if you set up a farm to manually break crops, but I don't know, because you don't get them with the harvesters and stuff like that. So I wanted to get into some of the armor, some of the other more advanced stuff. Some of these, I may make some of these components and stuff. Infection sounds interesting. Eventually, but snare, slow things down. Growth. Beetroot. I didn't even see if we had any potato. We do have some poison potato seeds. Let's see what that electric shock thing does. What do we need for that? And then I will move on. So glass, poison potato, glowstone, and sugar cane. We have glass, sugar cane, not much glowstone, so we'll have to make another trip soon. And the poison potato we had 2 of. So let's try this. Take some damage. It's fine. Get that. Click it with an old root. And voila. And it is nighttime. So perfect chance to... Whoa. If we hit a pig, will it turn him into a pigman? Where's another pig? Oh, there we go. Ooh, we could... Oh, thanks for the gold block. I'm on fire. Well, I do need to eat. Start that regen. There's a creeper up there. Let's make a... Hey, creeper. Come here. Pretty cool. So, yeah, we have the power of lightning. Are you after me now? You not like me? Hi. I wonder if people on the server can hear that. I have to do it. What if we hit him? Haha. This is kind of fun. It takes a couple of hits, but it's pretty interesting. You see there's actually quite a lot of charges. So, something else to play around with. Another cool reason, I guess, for the mod. And, yeah, so I like that. So now let's go ahead and look at the ritual stuff. So the ritual stuff, I'm very beginning at. I haven't really done it before. So I've done the spell stuff before, so that's easy. The actual... We got a lot of stuff here. So the actual ritual stuff may take us a little bit longer to set up, so we'll do some basic stuff here. Basically, you need to make these rune stones. Rune stones, pretty easy. Stone and lapis. The rune stones actually look kind of cool, and I think I already have a bunch of them. Maybe by bunch, I mean 32 set up. And it's not a bad looking block, actually. I mean, for Minecraft standards, I guess. It works. So the runestones are basic components in most of like the ritual stuff that we have to do. Now, the reason why we're setting up all of this is how we would make the different armor. As you can see, this is the pattern of what you have to have set up. You have to have some of these things, this is where the bark comes in, oak bark, wheat, oak. So you do have to set up basic ritual mechanics. So we'll have to set up this casting altar first, which you can see takes runestone symbols. I believe there's, yeah, we can do the 4x4. We can do 4x4 of those. And runestone symbols. Okay, so it just has a flint over it, over one. So pretty easy. So that's how we will make this. We'll have to make these incense blazers, which I guess we'd use a cauldron, string, iron. I'm pretty sure we'll need several of these, because if we look at this armor, some of these are the blazers, I believe, and some of them are other rune pillars. We'll have to look at, and it's these standing stones. So we'll have to end up making some of these. Mundane standing stone. What's this? Yeah, attuned. So as you can see, the recipes kind of get more and more in depth. Energized. So it looks like the energized ones, we will actually just have to have a simple setup like this. So what I'm probably going to do, just because the episode is kind of getting a little long, we saw the basics of the Roots mod and went over some progress. I will go into another, what I'll probably do is make some more of these runestone blocks. Ooh, we can use diorite too. Yeah. Maybe use stick stone, but may make some more of these blocks. Kind of go ahead and get some more components set up. In the next episode, we will look at getting the ritual altar set up and actually trying to get this armor. So that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think about this, the episode and the series so far. Having a lot of fun with this, especially now that I'm done with a lot of my, well, I can't say done. Now that I'm able to record again. So you may see more and more of these episodes coming out pretty quick, since it's the only series I'm really working on at the moment. I need to get back to some of the other stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kinama, and I'll talk to you later.